Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our live Fitness Fridays. Please know that everyone will be muted for this session. We encourage you to join us on camera so we can all move together. If you have any questions or comments anytime at all, please feel free to use the chat. And if you would like to see our facilitator in a much larger screen, just click speaker view on your computer, phone, tablet, wherever you are watching from. I'll give folks a few more seconds to join, but in the meantime, I see Richard, Rose, Diane, Cindy, Carol, Ken, Mick, and a few more people here. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for joining us on camera, even more so. Again, welcome to Fitness Fridays. The Parkinson's Foundation hosts weekly education and wellness programs through our PD Health at Home virtual programming. Join us for Mindfulness Mondays, Wellness Wednesdays, and Fitness Fridays. Most of our PD Health at Home programs are recorded and posted on the Parkinson's Foundation's YouTube channel. Feel free to scan the QR code on the screen to connect to our YouTube channel, or find out more to register and attend our live PD Health at Home programs at parkinson.org/pdhealth. PD Health at Home is presented by the Light of Day Foundation, whose generosity has made this programming possible. At the Parkinson's Foundation, we're here to support your wellness journey. These sessions are designed for general well-being and education, but they are not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Before starting any new exercise program, we do encourage you to check in with your healthcare provider or a Parkinson's specialist. Safety first. Let's move with confidence. Make sure you're listening to your body, stay steady, and modify as needed. By participating, you acknowledge that you're doing so voluntarily and at your own risk. The Parkinson's Foundation and our facilitators are here to guide and support you, but we cannot be responsible for any injuries or health-related complications. Let's move together, safely and with joy. Today, we're excited to feature MDT Education Solutions, a Parkinson's Foundation accredited exercise education program. This accreditation means the program has met the rigorous standards of the Parkinson's Foundation Exercise Competency Framework, ensuring that it delivers high-quality, evidence-based content designed specifically to support people with Parkinson's. We are very thrilled to welcome Tricia Creel to lead us through today's session. Tricia brings expertise, passion, and a deep commitment to helping people with Parkinson's move with purpose and confidence. Everyone join me in giving Tricia a warm welcome, and let's get ready to move.
Everyone, I'm so excited to see you today. Again, my name is Tricia Creel, and I am a physical therapist and co-founder of MDT Education Solutions. And as you heard, we're going to be exercising today in a block format, which means the class is going to be divided into sections, and each section is going to be focused on a type of exercise that is really important for people living with Parkinson's disease. So our first block of exercise is going to be focused on aerobic. Our second block of exercise is going to be focused on strength. And then our third block of exercise is going to be focused on balance and agility. So the only equipment that you're going to need today is a sturdy chair. We will be spending most of the class in standing, but if you need to take a break at any time, or if you need to modify and do any of the exercises sitting down, that is wonderful. Please listen to your body. And I would also recommend that you kind of have that chair near you so that if you need to reach out and steady yourself, that it is available, while also making sure that your environment is clear around you, so that you are not tripping on anything. So, all right, let's get started. Again, making sure your environment is set up safely. We're going to start with a 5-minute warm-up focused on dynamic stretching, which means I want you to think about moving through your full and comfortable range of motion as we're moving. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer here. All right, 5-minute warm up. Our first exercise, you're going to open your arms out wide and then give one knee a big hug and then open your arms out wide again. So kind of a big bear hug with a slow march. Good. And if this is too much of a challenge for your balance, just modify, hold onto that chair with one arm and do those big bear hugs of your knees with just the other arm. Nice job. So big bear hugs of one knee and then the other. And again, trying to go through your full comfortable range of motion. So with each repetition, trying to open your arms back up really wide and standing up tall. Good. All right, nice job. Last time with this exercise. All right, good. Now we're gonna switch and do our second warm-up exercise. So a little bit more space between your feet now, arms up in front of you, and you're gonna turn and reach across your body to one side, come back to the middle, and then turn and reach across your body to the other side, back to the middle. So it's a big turn and reach, back to the middle, big turn and reach, back to the middle, big turn and reach, back to the middle. Good. Big turn and reach, back to the middle, big turn and reach, back to the middle. Remember, full range of motion, so try to extend your elbow out all the way as you're reaching towards one side of the room and then the other side of the room. Good. We're going to do two more. One and two. Nice job. All right. Warm up move. Feet come a little bit closer together for this one. I want you to do a big lean and reach forward and then go up overhead. Good. Big stretch and reach forward and then up overhead. Good. So as you're doing this and leaning into the exercise, I want you to start bending your knees a little bit more. So you're kind of getting a squat and then standing up tall. And again, just going through a range of motion that feels comfortable for you. We're still warming up. Good. Big reach and stretch. And as always, if you need a hand on the chair or balance, please always do that. Nice job. Big reach and stretch. Good, we're gonna do two more here. One, and then two. All right, little bonus here, stand up tall. This last repetition, just get a little bit of an extra stretch up towards the ceiling, lengthening your spine. All right, good. Okay, and then last warm-up move before we head into the main part of our exercise routine. I want you to start with a big, giant arm swing. Again, remember, full range of motion. See if you can bring those arms back behind your hips so you're getting some shoulder extension there. Good, you can stay here, or if you want to, you can add a march to this. Just to finish up our warm-up. Good. As you add in those legs, see if you can keep that big giant arm swing going. And this will take us really nicely into our first block of exercise, which is going to be focused on aerobic with amplitude. So we're going to be raising your heart rate with big movements. All right, let's wrap up the warm-up here in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Nice job. All right, we're heading into our first block of exercise. The first block is 10 minutes long. 4 exercises in this block of exercise. We're going to do each exercise twice. So you'll end up with around 8 minutes of exercise, aerobic exercise, with some breaks in between. So it's not going to be 8 minutes of continuous exercise. So again, 4 minutes of exercise, We're gonna do each exercise twice. Okay, so for your first exercise in the aerobic block, I want you to have a little space between your feet. You're gonna duck under like you're ducking under a rope. When you come up, you're gonna give me 4 big punches. Then you're gonna duck under the other side. 4 big punches, okay? So I want you to get low, like pretend like there's a rope here and you're ducking underneath the rope, and then you're gonna come up swinging. All right, we're gonna start with that first exercise here in just a couple of seconds. And again, we're gonna go through this exercise twice with a little break in between. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Duck under that rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Duck under that rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Under that rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Under that rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Good. Under the rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Under the rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Last time under the rope. 1, 2, 3, 4 big punches. Okay, nice job. All right, little rest break here. We've got about 10 more seconds. Catch your breath. And then we're going to do round 2 of that same exercise. Okay, get your feet set again. We're going again in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Underneath the rope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 Last time. Underneath the rope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. First exercise, done and dusted. All right, second exercise of 4 in this set. We're going to be doing some forward heel taps with overhead presses. Okay, forward heel taps with overhead presses. That's our second exercise. All right, ready to get into it? Let's go. Forward heel taps with overhead presses. And as always, with all of these exercises, if you're feeling off balance, hang on to that chair and just do it with one arm, or even stand still and just do the arms or just do the legs. All right. We've got about 15 more seconds here. We'll take a little break, and then we'll do the second round of this exercise. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Nice job, you guys. All right, catch your breath. You have about 10 seconds of rest here, just enough to catch your breath a little bit. And then we're going to go right into that same exercise again. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Round 2 of this exercise. So as you can tell, we're doing some interval training here, using that principle of getting your heart rate up, giving you just a little bit of a break, and then getting right back into it. So we're gonna get in about 8 minutes of this interval training work over 4 different exercises. And we're just about to be halfway through, which is really great. Good. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! You guys are already halfway through with the aerobic training section. You guys are, you're doing great. All right, third exercise. We are going to be doing some stepping backwards with a big, strong pull. So we're going to stay on one side for the first part of the exercise, and then as we do it, when we do it the second time, we'll switch and do the other side. So go ahead and join in with me. I want you kind of to pretend like you're opening up a really heavy door. So reach for the door handle and pull it back. And as you're pulling, you're stepping behind you. Good. So again, if those steps backwards are making you a little unsteady, go ahead and hang on to the chair. Good. Big strong pulls backwards. 3, 2, and rest. Nice job. All right. About 10 seconds just to catch your breath a little bit, and then we're going to go straight into the other side. All right. Starting again. And 3, 2, 1. Step and pull. Step and pull. Good. So again, you're doing the same motion that you would do to close a heavy door. Or I'm sorry, open a heavy door. Open a heavy door. So big pulls. Big pulls. Nice job, you guys. Big pulls. Good. Big pulls. Beautiful. We're stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job, you guys. Well done. You've done 3 out of 4 of our aerobic exercises. Okay, so for this last one, the last exercise in our aerobic training block, I need you to actually turn your chair because you're going to sit down in the chair and we're going to be sitting down and standing up in this exercise. So you're going to do 8 marches sitting down, and then we're going to transition to standing, and you're going to do 8 marches in standing, and we're going to alternate between the two. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just sit down and do the marches, or stay standing and do the marches and just skip the transitions. Okay? All right, so we're going to get started here with this last exercise in our aerobic training block in about 10 seconds. So make sure you got your environment set up. And we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, good. Now transition into standing. 8 marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, transition back down to sitting. 8 marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Transition up to standing. March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Go ahead and have a seat. Woo! Short rest break, and then we're going to do round 2 of that exercise to finish out our aerobic training block. You guys are doing great. All right, you ready to get back into it? Last round, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stand up. 8 marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sit down. 8 marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stand up. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great job, you guys. That was a full 10 minutes of an aerobic training block with very little rest breaks in there. So you guys did an amazing job. Hope your heart rate got up just a little bit with that. That was definitely the goal. Okay, we're going to transition now into our second block of work, which is focused on strength training. And we're going to do this all body weight. So no equipment needed other than your chair. I'm going to go ahead and turn my chair so that it's next to me again. We're going to do our first 3 exercises in standing. Same kind of format as with the aerobic training, where there's 4 exercises. We'll go through each exercise twice with a little break in between. Okay. All right. So once you got your setup there, I'm going to show you the first exercise. We're going to go down into a squat, hold it, swim underwater, 3 strokes, and then come up for air. Okay, so we're going to be holding that squat while we practice swimming underwater and then coming back up. All right, let's get into it. Go down, hold that squat. 1, 2, 3 big strokes, come up for air. Good, go back down again, hold that squat. 1, 2, 3, come up for air. Nice job, you guys. Go down again, hold that squat. 1, 2, 3, come up for air. Let's do that again. Go down, hold that squat. 1, 2, 3, come up for air. Nice job. 1 more. Go down, hold that squat. 1, 2, 3, come up for air. Nice job. All right, quick little break. Shake out your legs. Woo. All right. Then we're going to get back into it. We're going to be holding those squats again. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Second set. Here we go. Down. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Come up for air. Nice job, you guys. Let's go down again. 1, 2, 3. Come up for air. Good. Down again. Hold that squat. 1, 2, 3. Come up for air. We got 2 more, you guys. Go down, hold that squat. 1, 2, 3. Come up for air. Last time. Go down, hold that squat. We're going to do 5 to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job. Hopefully you guys felt that in your legs, those extended squats. Well done with that. Okay. First exercise down, second exercise in the strength training block. What I would do is turn and face your chair. You're going to have one arm up overhead and you're going to be lifting your leg and your arm back on the same side. So we're doing hip extension, lifting from your hip, try to keep your legs straight as you lift, while at the same time, shoulder extension. Okay, so go ahead. This is definitely a balance challenge. So you're probably going to want to hold on to the chair for this one. I definitely need to. Go ahead and join in whenever you're ready. Good. We got about 10 more seconds here. We're not going to take a break. We're going to switch right and go into the other side. So we've got plenty of time. All right, 1 more here on this side. Good, and then go ahead and switch. Other arm goes up, arm and leg go back. So we're getting strength training in your glutes with that hip extension. And then also in that shoulder girdle, those muscles around your shoulder blade as you lift your arm off of the imaginary wall. Good job, you guys. Hopefully you're feeling your hip muscles working and also those muscles around your shoulder blade. All right, we're going to do 2 more here. 1 and 2. Well done, you guys. Halfway through with the strength training. Time is going by really quickly. Okay. Third third exercise. This is just an upper body exercise. You're going to stand next to your chair. You're going to have your arms up in kind of a goalpost position. And this is a two-part move. So we're going to go bring your hands down and then back up again. And then you're going to close them together and open them. The whole time maintaining this kind of goalpost position. So 90-degree bend in both of your elbows. All right, let's get into it. We're going to go down and then up, close, and then open. Down and then up, close, and open. Good. Down and up, close, and open. And you should really feel this after having just done an exercise where you're really working on those muscles that support and move your shoulder blades. All right, good. And then you're also hopefully feeling it in your shoulders. And if your arms are getting tired, go ahead and drop them, shake them out, and then join back in. All right, good. We're going to do one more here. We're going to finish this one up. All right, good. And then rest break. Woo! Okay, nice job, you guys. Shake those arms out. Absolutely no weight needed to get a really good strength training workout. No weights needed to get a good strength training workout. All right, you guys, second set of that. All right, arms up in the goalpost position and let's go. Arms are going to go down and up, in and out. Down and up, in and out. Great. Down and up, in and out, down and up, in and out. If your arms are getting tired, that is totally understandable. Drop them for a second, take a little break, and then join back in. Good, but we are definitely nearing the end with this exercise. Good. Let's do 3 more. Good. And then this is going to be the last one. Oh, nice job, you guys. Nice job. Hopefully you're really feeling it. I just feel like that's such a great, just really kind of full shoulder exercise. So I really like that one. Okay. For our final strength training exercise, we're going to focus on our core. We've worked legs and arms. Let's do a little bit with core to finish up strength training. So I want you to turn your chair again and have a seat. And for this one, you're going to need to be sitting on the edge of your chair so that you have room to lean backwards and then come forwards. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to lean back, and then as we come forward, we're going to twist and reach, kind of like we did in warm-up. So lean backwards and then twist and reach going in the other direction. So it's a sit-up, but with a little bit of rotation there at the end. All right, so everybody join me in the middle. Here we go. Lean back, come forward, punch across your body. Lean back, come forward, punch across your body. Nice job. Lean back, come forward, punch across your body. Well done. Lean back, come forward, punch across your body. A couple more and then we'll take a break. Lean back, come forward, punch across your body. Last one. Good. And small rest break. And we're going to finish with our final set of this exercise, and then we'll be done with strength training. All right, you guys, ready to join back in? Arms up, and here we go. Lean back, forward and across. Lean back, punch forward and across. Good. Lean back, forward and across. Beautiful. Lean back, forward and across. Nice job, you guys. Good. We're going to do 2 more here. That's 1 And then here comes our last one. Nicely done, you guys. We have done a full 20 minutes of solid work, 10 minutes of aerobic exercise, 10 minutes of strength training. Well done. Okay, now we're going to transition into our final block of 10 minutes of work. And this is more focused on balance and agility. So we're going to do all of these in standing. So go ahead and stand back up, reposition that chair so that it's next to you so that you can reach out and hold on to it for balance if you need to. All right. Again, 4 exercises in this block. We'll do each exercise twice with a little break in between. All right, our first balance and agility exercise. You are going to tiptoe with one or both hands up overhead. Okay, so I want you up on your tiptoes, kind of doing a small march in place. That's going to be the first exercise. All right, everybody ready for that one? Here we go. So go up on your tiptoes, kind of a march on your tiptoes, one or both hands up overhead, depending on how much of a balance challenge this is. But I really want you to try to stay up on those tiptoes, overhead reach if you can. Nice job, you guys. Whew. Definitely feeling this after our strength training section. All right, you guys, we've got about 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo! Nice job, you guys. So hopefully you felt that little bit of a balance with trying to be up on your toes and moving with a reach overhead. That's definitely a balance challenge. All right, we're gonna roll right into second time doing this exercise. And let's get back up on those toes, that little march, reaching overhead. Again, if you need to hold on with one hand for balance, perfectly okay. If your arms are really tired after all that strength training, go ahead and drop them. I know I could definitely feel this. All right, nice job, you guys. Stay up on your toes, up on your toes. Good, we've got about 15 more seconds here and then we are done with this exercise. So hang with me, not much longer. Nice little bounce there, up on your toes. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Okay, second balance and agility exercise. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reach one arm out and then you're gonna bring it across and touch the inside part of your opposite foot. So starting with one arm out up in the sky and then reaching across to touch the inside part of your opposite foot. So go ahead and join in whenever you're ready. And we'll do one side, obviously, in our first part, and then when we take a little break and change to the other side. Good. So if you can do this without holding on, definitely a balance challenge. And a bit of a coordination challenge here too with that cross body reach. Good. Nice job, you guys. We got about 10 more seconds here and then we're going to switch to the other side. All right, let's finish up with that one and we're going to switch to the other side, arm up. And if you need to rearrange your chair because you need it on the other side for balance, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, other arm goes up, reaching across to your other leg. Good. Nice. You're getting some balance practice, standing on one foot. Beautiful. Remember to hold on to that chair if you need it. Good. We got about 10 more seconds here. And then we only have 2 more exercises before we cool down. Time is flying. All right, let's go ahead and stop. You are halfway through already with the balance and agility section. Third exercise, this is a little bit more of that agility. So what I want you to do is spread your feet out just a little bit, and you're going to be doing what I call speed bag arms. So you're going to be circling your arms around each other. And I want you to go fast with this. This should be fast. All right? And then I'm going to start layering in some challenges here. So I want you to keep those speed bag arms up, but I want you to start moving them around in a circle. All right, moving them around in the circle. And then once you get that, you can see that I've made my circles so big. I'm moving my arms around in such a big circle that I'm shifting my weight from one foot to the other. So really, we're working on doing multiple things at the same time while also continuing to keep those hands circling fast. This is a lot of components. So don't worry if you're struggling to put it all together. That's kind of the point. There is definitely value in the struggle. All right. Circle around last time. And short break. Woo. All right, you guys. Now, if you were circling, I was circling clockwise that time, so I'm going to really try to challenge myself and circle counterclockwise on our second set through. So I know if your mind is blown, I'm with you, mine is too. It's a lot, but again, there's value in the struggle. All right, let's get our arms going and start circling them around. If you can, circle in the opposite direction that you were the last time. Extra bonus points to you. And again, try to circle your arms around each other fast and making a big circle that requires you to shift your weight from one side to the other. I am really ending on a challenging note here. That's what we came for, right? You don't have to work a little bit hard during exercise. And maybe we need to up the challenge. All right, you guys, almost done here. We're gonna circle around one more time. Keep those arms going and stop. Nice job, you guys. Wow, we only have one more exercise before we cool down, our last balance challenge. So with this one, watch first and then you can join in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do you're gonna march 1, 2, and then on the third one, you're gonna hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. So it's 2 slow marches, 1, 2, and then on the third one, hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go again. Slow march 1, slow march 2, third one, hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. Again, slow march 1, slow march 2, hold it up there. 1, 2, and 3. Again, slow march 1, slow march 2, hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it one more time. Slow march 1, slow march 2, hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Very short break, you guys. Just a couple of seconds to reset. And then we're going to finish with about another 30 seconds of that exercise. And then we're cooling down. All right, you guys, let's get right back into it. Last 30 seconds. Slow march 1. Slow march 2. Hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. Good. Slow march 1. Slow march 2. Hold it up there. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do 2 more. Slow march 1. Slow march 2. Hold it up there. 1, 2, 3. This is the last time. Slow march 1. Slow march 2. Hold it up there. We're going for 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh, great job, you guys. Great job. We're done. 30 minutes of exercise spread over 3 blocks with 3 different focuses: aerobic, strength, and balance and agility. Nice job, you guys. Okay, let's finish with a little bit of stretching. Go ahead and turn your chair and have a seat. You guys definitely earned sitting down for the stretching and cool down part. All right, so I want everybody sitting on the edge of your chair, up tall with good posture. And let's just take a nice deep breath in and big reach and stretch overhead. And then hold it, trying to bring your elbows as close to your ears as you comfortably can. And then release back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. And big reach and stretch overhead, elbows coming as close to your ears as you can. Hold it up here. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Let's do that again. Deep breath. Big reach and stretch. Elbows coming close to your ears. See if you can get them a little bit closer here on the last one. Good. Now drop one arm. And with the other arm, reach and lean, trying to lengthen through your side here. Good. Big reach overhead. And then let's switch and go to the other side. Good. Beautiful job. Bring that down. All right, now you're going to take one arm, reach around. You can hold on to the edge of the chair if that would be helpful. Just trying to rotate through your trunk. Stay up tall while you're doing this. Up tall and rotate. Good. Come back to the middle. And they're going to do the same thing going to the other side. Big reach across. Stay tall while you rotate. If you're able, you can even turn your head and try to look at the wall behind you. Kind of like you are backing the car out of the driveway. All right, good. Come back to the middle again. Now I want you to take one leg. Bring your foot up to the opposite knee. So you're kind of in a figure 4 shape here. Let that knee drop, use gravity to let that knee drop down. And then you're just going to tip forward a little bit. And you should feel a really good stretch through that front hip and the leg that's bent. Really like this stretch. It's a really practical stretch because it allows you to maintain that range of motion that you need to do lower body dressing, to get your foot up on the opposite leg. This is the position that a lot of people use to put their shoes and socks on. And so I think this is a really important stretch to be doing. All right, good. Let's bring that leg down and switch and go to the other side. Let gravity help drop that knee down and then lean forward just a little bit. Okay, and then we're just gonna finish with, you can bring that leg off. I just want you to do a couple circles with one leg with your ankle. Good. And then other foot. And then we are done. Thank you so much for joining me for the Fitness Friday today. It's been just a joy to be with you guys, and hope that you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much, Trisha, for leading us through today's practice. And a big thank you to everyone here who continue to show up in movement with us here at the Parkinson's Foundation, PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays. Stay connected with the Parkinson's Foundation's accredited exercise education programs and reach out to the team at MDT Education Solutions. Their website is right on the slide here. Be sure to get a copy of the Parkinson's Foundation's exercise recommendations at parkinson.org/exercise and keep the momentum of your movement practice. Lastly, if you have any questions or would like access to our free resources, please reach out to our helpline by calling 1-800-4PD-INFO or email helpline@parkinson.org. Thank you again, everyone here, for joining us today, and have a wonderful weekend.